today I'm doing a matte look, so my face is completely matte. I don't know if you can tell, but it is. It's entirely matte, except for my eyeshadow, which is like warm nudes and browns. But yeah, I really like this look. It's one of my favorite looks. You can wear it to anything really. You can make it more smoky and then make it a nighttime look. You can make a bold lip and make it a nighttime look. You can wear it in the daytime. It's not too intense, but it's not too plain. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I don't know about you, but it's rainy here, so if it's rainy there after work, school, what have you, get home, get a nice cup of tea or hot chocolate and snuggle up and just watch Modern Family, which is what I do. I love Modern Family. It's my favorite thing ever. It's hysterical. Hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you have a really nice rainy day or sunny day. So thank you so much. So first I'm going to be starting out with the Hourglass Mineral Primer Oil Free. I found that this primer works really well if you want to do a matte look. If you're looking for a dewy look, I wouldn't go for this. It's oil free, so it's targeting people whose skin is oily to make it more matte. So since I was going for a more matte look today, I was going to use this, and I actually really like it. I like the feel of it. I like the way it looks on your skin. I really liked it. It kind of made me look a little red when I immediately put it on, but that went away, and I thought it was a really, really good primer, and I recommend it if you have oily skin or you just like being matte better. Now I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid. I'm going to be blending that out with the beauty brush, but since I think I clipped over that, I'm going to go straight into foundation with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Not quite sure how I feel about this. I don't know if maybe it's because it's too light or it doesn't give me full enough coverage, but a lot of people have recommended this to me, and I'm not that big of a fan. Maybe I just haven't used it that much, but I found I wasn't that big of a fan of the Too Faced Born This Way. These are a lot alike. I think they're just super similar, so I don't know. But I don't know, I just wasn't that big of a fan. And so when I used the Too Faced Born This Way, I sprayed my MAC Fix Plus on it, and I found it streaky. So I didn't do that when applying this because they seem to have kind of the same consistency, even though I don't know, I guess I like this one better, but they just seemed to not have that full coverage. Actually, looking on camera, it looks pretty good, but I just wasn't finding that I really liked applying it, and I found that it kept seeming to be rubbing off, and I didn't really enjoy that. Now I'm going to be using the Too Faced bronzer in Endless Summer, and I got these like 4 little packets that came all in one for like $30 of like little sample packets. So I take those when I travel, and I just use them, like who cares. So now I'm going to be taking a random brush and applying a little neutral transition shade, I think in the I don't know what palette this is. I think it's the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, but definitely could be wrong. Just use any color that's a tad darker than your skin tone or your eyelid. Yeah, and just blend that in. Now I'm going to be taking the Hoola bronzer and using a bigger MAC blending brush and blending that a little into my crease and a tad bit above, but not too much. I'm kind of drawing it out for a little cat eye, but not a big enough cat eye to actually be a cat eye. more for me, I have really hooded eyes, so I kind of have to bring it out to make it look like I have shadow there. I'm just doing that to the other side of my eyelid, the other eye. So yeah, just drawing that out, and yeah. Sorry, I keep yawning. I yawn all the time. That's no surprise. I'm not tired, I just yawn. I don't know. My body fails me. Okay, next I'm taking the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo, and I'm taking the bronzing shade. And I'm applying that to, I'm using the same brush and applying it to my lid. And I'm probably going to blend that up to my crease a little more. But I really like this. It's more of a, it reminds me of like hot chocolate. Like it just, I'm not sure why, but the color reminds me of like hot chocolate made from like real, like deep, like thick chocolate. I just really like it. I'm not sure what I'm counting to, but I was counting apparently. So now I'm going to be taking that again and using a more dense brush to apply to my lid, because I don't think I liked the payout the brush gave me on my lid. So yeah. Now I'm going to be taking the Shape It by Euro Wax Brow Gel and just applying that to my brows. This is my favorite brow gel. I haven't used any other, and I think maybe I'll try the Anastasia now that Anastasia or whatever. Because this one's running out, so I may just try a new one just for the hell of it, because I really love this one and I don't see how it could get any better than this one. This is like Gorilla Glue for your brows. I'm so sorry. I keep yawning, and they're like the biggest yawns ever. They're like huge ass yawns. But yeah, so I'm just applying that to keep my brows placed. But I usually use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, but I just haven't been using that. I just don't like my brows. I think they're uneven. So now I'm applying. Nice. Now I'm applying the second shade to the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting thing, because it's a really good highlight shade. So I'm highlighting my brow bone, and yeah. Now I'm taking the darkest color in the Natural Eye palette by Too Faced in Espresso or something like that, and applying it right above my lash line. You don't need to be super intense about this. I'm just kind of putting it on. I don't really need it to be a super intense wing, but I found that I really wanted this to make the look better, I guess, or make it pop. We are going to blend this out later, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but if you want to make it perfect, go for it and use a liquid liner or even use that liner. But yeah, so I'm just putting that to both eyes. You really want to kind of draw it out, but not too much. I'm just kind of doing it to give my eye more definition, which is something that I just like. So next I am going to be applying, well, at first I'm going to sweep off all the fallout, and then I'm going to be applying concealer under my eyes to make sure I didn't get any of that gross fallout and get rid of all those dark circles. I'm using a blending brush. I'm using a beauty blender. Sometimes I find that the beauty blender doesn't get too close to the eye, so sometimes I have to rub it in myself. But yeah, so I did that and I really liked it. Next, what I'm going to be doing is applying concealer to the to my pimples on my forehead and my blemishes next to my lip. So yeah, just dabbing that, not too forcefully because you don't want it to like crease or anything, but just dab it. Next, I will be using the Hoola by Benefit. And before that, I'll be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder to make everything matte, which this is the perfect thing to make matte. It literally, sorry, my voice went out. It literally makes everything so matte. It's ridiculous. It's amazing for when you're super oily. So now I'm going to be taking the Natural Eyes palette and using the darkest brown shade and applying that on my waterline. Well, not really on my waterline. I mean, a tad in my waterline, but also on my lower lash line. This is going to give your eyes a more doughy effect, and you don't want to run this line all the way through. Unless you want a dark look and make your eyes look darker, maybe for a nighttime look you can do that, but that is not the look I'm going for. Just halfway on your lower lash line. And now I'm going to be blending it out with just a simple blending brush. So do you see how on that side the line was so direct? Well, I'm going to be blending that because you don't really want it to look that intense. You kind of want it to look more smoky and less direct and intense. So I think I'm just going to keep blending that because the more blended, the better. You really can't blend enough. So just getting that really good brush and blending it out is the way to go. Now I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Lash Sensation, which I really actually like. Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect. I like it. It makes it kind of look a little clumpy, but you know, I mean, win some, lose some. Yeah, so I'm just fast forwarding this because you've seen me apply lashes all the time. I don't use fake eyelashes. I don't really like them. I've never worn them. I don't want to get used to wearing them because I know once I start, I will not stop because I know they look amazing. So I just apply normal mascara, but if you apply fake lashes, go ahead and do so. Do however you like to do it, whatever works. So yeah, I'm just going to continue applying it. Just want to get a lot of mascara. Now I'm contemplating my nasty hair, which has been disgusting. I don't know about you guys, but I sometimes get creased lines on my forehead when I apply my lashes because I move my eyebrows up and down while I'm doing it, so it kind of looks weird. Next, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be applying a Hoola by Benefit bronzer with my Sephora bronzing powder brush. This is one of my favorite brushes. It just doesn't give it a too defined bronzing effect. It looks so nice and natural, and bronzer it really does amazing things to your makeup. And your face, if you apply foundation that's all the same color, your face is going to look ridiculous. So bronzer is the way to go. I'm just bronzing up my cheeks. I like to bronze up the edges of my forehead, not in the middle. That's where you want to keep it lighter. And just kind of bronzing everywhere, just not too much, like lightly dusting your face so that you give it some dimension and shade. And color, of course. Color. All about that color. Yeah, so really bronzing that up. Clearly, Carly, really bronzing that up. Next, I'm going to, oh my god, please mind my really nasty hair. It is so nasty, so nasty. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking my Morphe blush palette, I think. I'm going to be using a matte shade. It's one of the matte blushes. You can use any matte blush you want. And I'm going to be taking my random brush that I don't know the name of and applying that to my cheeks. The blush will come out really weird in the video. It looks like I just stamped blush on, but that's not what happened, and that's not how it looks in person. It looks really nice, and I really enjoy it. So yeah. Next, I'm going to be using I'm going to keep doing that. And I don't think I'm going to highlight in this video. That's not the way to go. I'm trying to blend that out because I see how it looks on camera. But highlighting, if you want to do a full matte look, highlighting is not the way to go. Unless you're going to go with a full matte highlight, which I don't know, I'm not into. I don't really like it. Now I'm going to be taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder and going over it just to make it less intense, because I made it a little very intense. So, yes. Going over my forehead. Yeah, just going over everything in that. Then I'm going to be taking the I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm taking Kylie Jenner's lip kit in Candy K and lining my lips with this. Now, if you don't want to do lipstick or liquid lipstick or anything, go for it and don't do it, because I usually don't, and I just love her lip kits, and I really don't want to, I don't know, I just don't want to give them a bad name, because I just do not look good in lipstick, but still. So I was gonna just do all candy, but I realized I just didn't, it was too mauvey for this look, so I wanted to do more of a nude. So I will then take her liquid lipstick in Cocoa and go all over my lips in that. This, I really love the shade Cocoa. I haven't really found the perfect liquid lipstick for me, but this is one of my faves. She always said, the lighter the better, so you don't want to do like a huge lot of lipstick, so I only really do one like little dose, and then I just move on to my upper lip. And yeah, you don't want to do too much because it'll be really drying. I mean, it already is really drying, but just you want it to be as thin as possible because it will still do the job. So I'm applying that everywhere, and I really like the way it turned out. It takes very minimal time to dry if you apply a light coat. So if you need a lot of time if you don't have a lot of time to go out, do not apply a heavy coat. So now I'm going to dry my lips, dry them lips, really dry them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys all have amazing days and rainy days, which it was. So pout it out and have a good day. Love you guys. Bye.